Wow, there is this immense upheaval of grief going on for us right now. A lot of us right now, I should say. And I'm feeling it. Last night, I intimately faced, it was like this incredible breakdown. It was this wave that caught me off guard that started yesterday morning and really went into its full climactic form during sleep last night. I woke up for several hours and I was just, my system, my body, my emotional self, my mental experience became so activated where I could not turn away from it. You know, how many of you have experienced that, where we have a 9 to 5, maybe you have, kids, we have adult responsibilities, we have a routine of just moving through life. We need to eat and brush our teeth, and amidst incredibly difficult things happening that our system is attempting to process and make sense of, which on some foundational level we just will never make full sense of. Within that wave last night, it was brutal. Like it was brutal at first, and then as I surrendered to the flow of it, which honestly, for me in that moment, which how many of you have felt this, when something rocks you in your personal world, in your personal world of giving a fuck about what's going on in your environmental world or the world at large, like you actually are experiencing the connection that exists for all of us, for every human being, and what the fuck is going on in this world, regardless of physical space or distance, where it came to me in the form of, bitch, you are not sleeping right now. Like, your heart is beating, your mind is racing. I was blessed with the absurd sensory momentary devastation of having an active emotional body, where like all of this life's journey and work and play within becoming emotionally available to experience our lives and experience certain stimulations, these stimulations within our experience, like our mental chatter, of observing that and being able to actually lead these parts of our self, like I was graced with that I was shooketh, y'all. And then surrendering to the truth, the undeniable experience that I witnessed as I moved through and witnessed conflict and a battle internally on what to do moment to moment, because there was this sweeping anxiety and racing and do I do this or do I do that, or if I confront this, that's going to open up this gateway. It's going to hurt more because there's deep sensitivity there. If I look at this, it's also unpredictable to some degree, and also predictable in the sense that it's gonna be emotionally confronting and very difficult. And I ended up just surrendering to follow. As I went on that journey and just tuned in to really witnessing the many layers of the experience that I was having, and the various parts that were sort of bickering within how I handled that experience. I just ended up really, like getting in the fucking raft, and and I was already in the river, in the raging waters of the river. And so it was just a matter of me getting in the raft and then really like having faith that I was going to be okay. And I didn't even know that. I didn't even consciously have that faith that I would be okay through that journey and at the end of that journey last night. But lo and behold, through it, it was beneficial, necessary, accessible journey that brought more and more clarity and relief and aha moments and incredible freedom, incredible soothing within my system, which did take all of my experience and showing up to really guide that and lead that for myself. And the fuck, I don't know where this is taking me. I'm on this river. I really don't have an option to really resist this. Once it got started, I could have experienced enough relief where I could have pulled out at any given time. That's what she said. But wow, I woke up this morning and I'm telling you, like, what happens in the world in terms of what's going on with the collective, with the majority of the energetics within humanity and in our environment and people around us, on a macro level, in terms of cause and effect, we can see the impact on the people that we share space with. Maybe we have roommates or family members or things of that nature in our life, partners who just bring up our stuff. And then on a micro level that is more broad within the collective, is we see it within what's going on in the world, countries away perhaps, and what the environment brings up for us is absolutely the energetic, emotional content, like a mirror within our own history, our own intergenerational stuff even, our own past, our own present, repressed under the surface in the basement content emotionally. And really, in wrapping this up, my intention is simply to let you know that you're not alone, and we have these small boxes of fucking Instagram that we have. Most of the interactions are superficial. Most of the time, we're not even really engaging with one another. Which I'm working to change right now. Being here is an opportunity to engage. It is an opportunity to be authentic, to grow and heal together, which we desperately need. To actually do something proactive about the way that we're living our lives, and to do something proactive about how we're living within our own perceptions of ourself even. Like, are we just pulling out of that river early, and saving it for a more devastating, like, disease or health issue that knocks us out, to be able to process it on some level in the future? Either way, there's no wrong way, and our work is gonna be and played with however we really aren't alone in what we're experiencing, and it's a great, great, important time, just like it was about 4 years ago now. It's a great time. We get to see these waves of what we are processing at some point in our lives on a personal scale, on how the world is doing that, like what the world is repressing and what we create in groups as collective energy. We get to see like micro and macrocosms of cause and effect. And yeah, like you're just not alone. I'm not alone. We're not alone. We're really moving through this, whether we kind of know it or not. It is just the human experience. And waking up this morning, I need to be honest, I didn't know how today was going to go, because I woke up this morning and I had a brutal hangover. Like last night I went to bed with this incredible relief, an incredible experience. Like that moving through the river led me to a bank where I experienced an immense amount of relief and regulation and actual true empowerment through riding that ride. And this morning I woke up with this hangover, and it didn't feel as empowering as it did when I fell asleep last night after the ride. But as the morning progressed, it was another ride in the river of life where I'm here with you now, and I just had another sort of version of that, but really in integration form. And if I could offer some tools and support in a reflection of being able to shortcut some of your experiences out there with navigating just the difficulty of life's experience right now, through being able to share my own experience, I would start with this essence of just dropping into your heart, and feeling my heart. Like that's really going to help you drop into yours if you have more intelligent defense mechanisms, which we really do all have, just trying to protect ourselves day to day and through this lifetime. But feel your heart and be able to start between the mind and the heart. And this is not at all to villainize part of our experience being the mind. The mind it has a purpose that is to serve us. That purpose is just to really serve the heart, because that's where it is in service to us holistically, truly. And as you're listening to the heart, you start to be able to clarify its intentions and its needs and your needs and desires. For me, I sat in meditation and boom, I have 6 things in front of me that just naturally came forward in serving my heart and my purpose here.